over here. But first, let me just talk a little bit about the electric vehicle industry in the United States as a whole, and worldwide. Over the past, decade or so, we have been able to see a rise in the amount of profit that's been able to be made from these electric vehicles. There's been a shift in, I would say, people understanding, the environmental impact of driving vehicles that, just churn out CO2 and other fossil fuels. So Tesla and NIO and all these other companies have really been able to come to the forefront of many political ideas, and also been able to, at the same time, make profit from these ideas with the changing, ethos of our society, which is a good thing. So as we go on forward in time, these companies, are able to make better products while making more money, while at the same time, reducing the environmental impact. So that's, something that we as, consumers would like to, in the future, keep in mind. It's something that is a good business practice. So let's just start. So we'll start off with Tesla. So Tesla was founded in 2003. Sorry, it's a little bit hard to see my screen. But yeah, Tesla was founded in 2003. As of right now, they have about 48,000 employees. So that's a lot. 50,000 people working for you, I can't imagine doing the books on that, but been around for 17 years. Their stock price right now is currently sitting around $420, which is, a lot of money from what they started out at. It's gone leagues and leagues. So actually on my presentation right here, one of the ways that Tesla innovates, you have something called a gigafactory, which shows that Tesla, they build like massive factories that are built and supplied by solar power. So it's able to drive down the costs while increasing the renewable energy uses at their factories. And it's just, forward looking for the production of these types of vehicles. So another thing Tesla is able to do, Elon Musk, for example, he has the Boring Company, which is working on building the, I forget exactly what they're called, the tunnels underground for the city transport systems. He has been able to, sell bricks from the Boring Company that they produce from the dirt that they mill. Elon Musk is somebody who I believe thinks of vertical integration within his companies at the top, most important. So, along with that vertical integration, which I believe is very important, Elon Musk has been working on these battery components for years, and as of right now, in the world, Tesla has the cheapest and the best technology in renewable batteries for EV batteries and overall batteries. So that's something to keep in mind as a market stakeholder or just a consumer. It's a great thing that you can say, my product has the best battery out there, and it's got the safest battery out there, and also the cheapest battery out there. So, all right, so let's just take a look at, before we look at the cars, let's just take a look at the company overview of NIO too. So they're also they're also an electric vehicle manufacturer, but they're from China. So we don't really see or hear about them as much at this point because they're sort of a newer company. I guarantee you we will, based on, their performance in the past few years. Like I was saying, they've only been around since 2017. Here we actually have a picture of something called the EP9, which was their first electric vehicle. So you can see it's one of the more expensive models based on the design. It's a fast car, but that's not really what they're in the market for. You can see as Tesla in the beginning released something they called the Roadster, which was based off of the Lotus Exige or Elite or something like that. And that was just, spur, public attention, and which it got. After that, they released three, the ES6, ES9, and ES8, I believe, since the company's inception, and they've sold 51,000 vehicles so far. So let's just take a look at Tesla, their cars. Let's just say if we wanted to own the car, not even as a market stakeholder, because I'm comparing what it's like to own versus what it's like to invest in, which company you would want to invest in. So let's just take a look at some of the benefits of owning a Tesla vehicle. So if you're in for speed, Need for Speed, the Tesla vehicles are able to accelerate from 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds. The newest model coming out next year is supposed to be able to do it in 1.9, which is, 2.3 or 2.28, which is the actual record, is actually like the world record right now. And the next car is supposed to be able to beat that as well. Right now, 30 minutes at a Tesla supercharger can give you a 170-mile range. I know people who use internal combustion engines can say, "Hi, I can fill up my gas tank, in 2 minutes and go 400 miles." But the thing is you're not thinking about the effect on the environment or the effect on your wallet. It costs about $11 to fill a Tesla. I don't know how much people pay to fill up their cars. I drive a 2019 Volkswagen and it still costs $25. So even at half the price and a larger range, it makes a lot of sense for a consumer to go out and buy one of these cars. Like over here it says for the Tesla Model S, the maximum range is 455 miles. So, and the larger model is only $13 to fill. So, even with a home charger, you can install a 240 volt adapter for either the Neo or the Tesla, and it just adds to your home bill. So you don't have to pay, like a monthly fee if you want to go to the mall or you want to go somewhere to charge it where they have pre-existing charging stations. You just swipe your card. Whereas if you get the volt adapter in your house or installed by a licensed electrician, then you can just pay for it on your electric bill. So those are other benefits, basically having a gas station in your own house. Okay, so now let's see some of the benefits of Neo as a company if you're a car owner over Tesla. One thing is that they have these vehicles. Let me see if I have a picture. Actually, yes, I do. Okay, so you can see here, here's one of the Neo vehicles, and then here's a vehicle that's blue. It says Neo Power. What they are, they're dispatchable trucks that carry large batteries on them. So let's say I work in a rural area or an area where there's not a Neo charger or a Neo station or I guess dealership where I could charge it. What I would do was schedule myself to have one of these Neo Power trucks come out, and then they can actually charge my car while I'm at my, I guess, inconvenient workplace or inconvenient location, or if I have like a breakdown or something like that. So that's just one thing that Neo has over Tesla that I think is, very important to the company. And it gives them, that a little bit of a competitive edge, although Tesla is more in the market right now. So when it comes to like speed, the Neo cars are pretty close, 2.7, 0 to 60. In my opinion, you can't tell the difference between 0.4 seconds, but people will say. Another thing is you have this thing called Nomi voice control. Let me show you what that is. You can see it's like a little smiley face. Some of us have Siri on our phones. It's kind of like that, where you can use it for intelligent driving so that it can, help you with accident deterrence, things like that, changing your music, reading an email, stuff like that. So, okay, let's see. Oh, one other thing. This is a little bit quirky. I would say this is not very, make or break for a car buyer, but Neo also has another cool thing in their cars, which is an intelligent fragrance release system. So what that does is, let's say you've been driving around all day. For me, I deliver pizza, so my car will smell like pizza. What it would do is, at the end of the day or whenever you so please, you can actually add different scents into the car instead of having to put like, one of the hanging trees. You could just, have the car do it itself, but that's a little quirky. So which car should I buy if I'm a consumer? I would say before, I talk about this, it kind of does matter where you are geographically. So if you're in China, it would be not a bad idea to purchase a Neo because there are multiple dealerships. However, if you're in the United States, it might not be the best idea because actually Tesla owners have experienced this in other parts of the world. Trying to send it back and get it worked on is sometimes an issue. So so as of right now, let's just assume we're living in the United States because I'm assuming most of us do if we're a Kane. So which car should I buy? Tesla. Most of you live in New Jersey as well, so I know most of you have probably seen Tesla dealerships. There's one on Route 22. There's a couple in, I believe, Short Hills Mall, just in the area. So they offer a large range in prices. So Neo's cars are a little bit more expensive. One of the competitive edges Tesla has is they have 3 price points with their Model 3 starting at $36,500. It's a little bit less of, the Tesla vision that everyone sees and, wants with the self-driving vehicles and everything and all the bells and whistles, but it's still, a great way to get into the electric vehicle market, at under $40,000, which is what, most internal combustion engines are priced around, unless it's like an economy model. So another thing is Tesla has the largest, customer support network. Even now we're starting to see third-party companies that are able to repair Teslas at a lower price. without, you know, voiding the warranties. That's kind of a fight in the United States a little bit right now, but, you know, we'll see as time goes on. So, okay, when we're looking at it as an investment, so an investment standpoint, which one should I invest in? I would say if you're in the United States or if you're worldwide, Tesla's the way to go as of right now. You know, you really can't say which one, you know, will do better long term, because there are things that, you know, you, me, and other people can't foresee, such as, you know, changes in management, changes in, you know, consumer trends. Maybe people just won't like electric vehicles for some silly thing. I don't know, it's happened before. So electric vehicles, you know, this is not the first time they've been invented. This is the first time that the, you know, technology behind it has been, you know, not perfected, but gotten much better in such a short amount of time. But, you know, the jury's still out. So yeah. So Tesla also does have increased technology, like I said, with the Tesla batteries, and they also have another separate successful battery company. You know, just Tesla as a whole, they have the home battery, so you can power your entire house on that. You can have solar panels hooked up to it, so, you know, what's the word? You can actually make money. So when the device charges itself and it charges your house up to its full potential, it will send the solar electricity back to the power company at a net to you. So that's another way. I mean, you don't really make, like, you know, lots of money yearly, but it does, you know, cut down on the cost of running your lights in your house. So yeah, if it were me, like I said, I would invest in Tesla, you know. And here's just a little picture of the home charger. Pretty easy to set up. You can just have an electrician come in, takes a couple hours. So yeah, if anyone's buying a new electric vehicle, my dad is a licensed electrician. He will install it for you. So yes, being as I said, Tesla has the separate battery technology, and they have the best battery technology, cheapest battery technology. They have more stores. They have 50,000 companies, you know, versus NIO's smaller size and NIO's smaller time in the market. So basically, if we're looking at this, like, as of right now, if I had $10,000, I would definitely invest in Tesla because it's been here longer. It's proven the science, you know. But I would not say that NIO in the future would not be a company to bet on, because they are showing early signs of Tesla did years ago. So, you know, it's definitely something to keep on track.